I live in Santa Cruz right now, California, and they had a public gathering out in the streets, and the people were pretty much the liberals, typical American liberals out there, and they were speaking in anti-war and anti-Bush and all this type of things. And they had a PA set up, and they were doing public speaking, and so I got up there at the mic, and I stood up among this crowd of liberals, and I said, support the war, pay your taxes. If you pay taxes, you support war, terrorism, torture, and murder. And that's the truth. It really upset people, because that's the truth. Most of us are gullible enough to believe we need government, just as we're gullible enough to believe the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, or Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. The truth shall set you free. The truth is we don't need government. It's just because of our gullibility of thinking we do, and immaturity of thinking we need mommy government or a daddy God in our life. We don't need these things. But as long as we believe them, they're going to manifest here in the world. What's the difference between a governmental organization and a non-governmental organization? Governmental organization has the right or uses the power of violence to, or intimidates people with the threat of violence to get their way done. A non-governmental organization cannot do that. So when we say we believe in government, we're saying we believe that our society can only exist based upon a foundation of violence, or the threat of violence. That isn't true, people. It is as long as we believe it, but if you go and actually look in your life, most of your life doesn't deal with government. And most of your relationships don't need violence or the threat of violence to interact with people. We don't need government. As we grow up and mature, we'll have less and less interest in government. And those of us who have the courage to say, I'm not paying taxes, are already living in that world. I haven't paid taxes since 1978. I haven't filed tax forms or done any of that since 1978. Occasionally they might have been taken out of a check that I got when I was working, but never willfully supported government since then. I just can't support evil. You know, Thomas Paine and George Washington and many others have said government is evil in one way or form. Somebody might say it was necessary evil, but that's only because they didn't have the faith to go out and seek the truth that would set them free from the delusion of its necessariness. It would be nice if we had enough courage, like the founders of this country, or the original Americans who had the Boston Tea Party and said, no, we don't need to support this tyrant out there. Wouldn't it be nice if more people really wanted to get the attention of their government by saying, I'm not supporting you anymore? We would really get their attention if we just said, I have the courage to stand up to you and say, I don't support the evil that you're doing. We're the ones with the power if we have the courage to exercise it. If you have faith, nothing will be impossible to you. We can do anything we want. Just put it in our minds that's what we want to do, and it will be.